Ha! Stop right there. This one is ours.
Let the heist begin.
This my type of party. All these bad bitches in every direction. They on me like a Marley. Guess what you smell in my smoking section? Went on me like a Farley.
Pronti a partire.
No wonder that I'm flexing. Game 'em like Atari.
È tempo di spaccare tutto.
Look like I'm stressing. Put no return. Valley got a burn. Remy got me turned. So you know that I be spending when I earn. Shorty wanna turn past balls like a fern. Tripping and she gripping pipe bars. How it's done. She do it for the camera. She do it to all my songs.
You can conversate to that tone. My God up on that throne, yeah. So I'm never alone, yeah. All these people trying to box me in, I'm Mayweather, it's on, yeah. Now they ask where I'm at, making hits that lambe. I'm MJ, I'm 2-3, man. I just need some time back. I'm zoned in like defense, my life gone, no recess. But I live my best one, so I got no regrets. So gone, I'm gone. Finally back in my home. I'm working like so much, they swear at me a clown. Can't answer my phone now, just leave it there, that tone. Ballin' can't beat me up, cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now. Back in my zone now.
Ballin' can't beat me up, cause I'm back in my zone now.
Who's your papi?
Back in my zone now.
Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone.
Please don't let me into my zone.
Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone. Let me into my zone. Let me into my zone.
Let me into my zone. Please don't let me into my zone.
Blank versus the wall. Let's get it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the European Championship 2023 on the second day today with Group Stage D and the knockout phase. With me, like yesterday as well, is Lodex. Hanso, do you want to say hi?
Hey, how's everyone doing? I'm super excited for today's bracket and our knockout round. But before I talk some more, Zek, let us know what we got in store for us in today's tournament.
So, yesterday we had Group 1, 2, 1B and C. And now we start with the Group D. I will quickly introduce you to the group. We have Stormborn, Blank, and Haki and Lolly Police. And this contains of Odinata and Xinjiang on a Dracania and Hashashin, the Soul King and Arc Hybrid on Warrior and Soak, and Zyho and Nasu on Zerka and Soak, and Gluton Shin, I hope this was correct, and Yalatown and Guardian and Soak. Like I said yesterday, Hanso, we have a lot of Soaks.
We have a lot of Soaks. We had a lot of Soaks yesterday. We got a lot of Soaks today. And I'm really enjoying the lineup I see in front of us. I personally know Arc on the Warrior playing for Blank. Definitely a great Warrior. I love seeing Zerkas in the fight. Guardian's a heavy hitter. And Dracania, like we saw yesterday, it can also delete people very easily. Is this an Awakened Dracania, do you know, Zek?
This is Awakening Dracania, Awakening Hush, actually.
Oh, fantastic. So we've got another grab into the mix, and the Awakened Draconian movement's got a little bit more versatility. And if we can quickly just touch on yesterday, hopefully most of the people in chat saw yesterday's tournament. That was an absolutely stellar performance by all the groups. And for me, personally, the two standout teams in terms of comps that I liked seeing yesterday was Fear Factory and what was the other one, Zek? It was Riot with Zerker and Hashashin. Fear Factory had Striker and Awakened Ninja. I'd love to see how they do. I can't wait to see how this bracket does, and I'm pumped to get into the top 8 as soon as possible.
So one quick info before we start. We have a bit of an issue. We know that Armin should join us for today. He might still be able to join us. However, he sent me actually, a picture on Discord. He broke his microphone completely, so he will not be there for now. He will maybe join us later when he's able to fix stuff, but for now he can't join us. So actually, it seems like Splice already started the game here. Let me quickly introduce you the participants. We have Blank versus Stormborn, the Soak and Warrior versus the Shashin and the Awakening Dracania.
The gates are about to open.
He was about to say he's got us a bit fast here. Okay, but
no, that was my fault. I'll take responsibility. So the gates now open, and here we go. So Ark has taken the left-hand side of his team. The other Blank is Stormborn's taken the middle. Ark going in there, and his teammate had to be already. Ark's playing smart. He's disengaging. Hopefully his teammate's coming out right next to him, so they're nice and safe. Good positioning. Great grab. They're going in for the combo!
Oh my god! Double CT! What the fuck? Double KD! Bro, that was insane. Did you see? Bro, this was an insane double KD. Crazy. Really nice start.
Beautiful. That was a really rocky start for Team A right there. But Ark played perfectly. He came back. Good communication with his teammates. Come out next to him. They capitalized with a double catch, double KD re-CC, and a beautiful finish. Fantastic job by Team A, by Blank.
100%. So the next match is about to start. We're getting a bit more quiet here again. And match has commenced. Stormborn's already hitting fast into the middle, trying to get some middle control. Harsh getting the slow surf. You can definitely see the Warrior getting a lot of chip damage here. Ooh, double CC again! Did you see that? No.
Wow. There was a stiff earlier in that matchup that wasn't capitalized on, but right after it, bro, what an absolute killer first round. Blank coming in strong, showing that they are top contenders for this tournament, and I can't see what they do. I can't wait to see what they do next.
Bro, this was insane. Double KD in both rounds. This is absolutely nuts, man. This is definitely something we can put in the highlights. So, Blank will get the 3 points, and Stormborn will get the 1 point. The next match will be announced soon. So, what do you think about this one, Anso?
So, what's our next match? I don't know what it is.
Let me quickly jump into our brackets.
It looks like we're having Blank stay on, so we're gonna see Blank's team continue in the next round.
This is correct.
They're gonna be fighting
the Lolly Police Department.
So that's the Guardian.
The Guardian and the Soak, yeah, the Guardian and the Soak.
Oh, the Guardian and the Soak. So we've got the Soak mirror match on both sides, and you got the Guardian versus the Warrior, which is the main difference. Guardian does have better AoE damage and sustain when we're looking at Guardian versus Warrior, but Warrior does have better catching potential than a Guardian. He can really get in there quick and grab the Guardian that has the longer animations. But we have to see what happens. It can go either way. After the strong showing from Blank, I'm going to be leaning towards them in this fight. But I think the deciding factor is going to be whether the Guardian can hold her own to be able to capitalize on a mistake by Ark for this one. What's your thoughts on this match coming up?
To be honest, I think Blank is a bit more in the advantage here with the Warrior over the Guardian. I mean, we didn't really see any. It's the only Guardian this whole tournament, and in 2v2 scenarios, I'd rather stick with the Warrior. When it comes to the Soaks, I don't really know the Soak of the Lolly Police Department, so we have to see if he's better or worse than the Soaking. And yeah, we have some inviting issues, it seems like. The trial character names are spelled in a weird way again, so it will take a few more seconds until the participants are loaded in, but then we are ready to go. What are your expectations here, Hanso? Do you think that Blank will take the second victory as well?
I got a feeling Blank is going to take the second victory because, like you said, the Warrior overall in a 1v1 scenario has the advantage over Guardian, but they both bring different strengths and weaknesses when you're looking at a duo comp. So it's whether or not Lolly Police can play around their strengths, which would be the Sork sticking right next to the Guardian and trying to peel as Arc comes in for the grab. The best case scenario for Blank is to split them up, is to get the Sorks fighting each other and try to get Arc and the Guardian to a 1v1.
Guardian 1v1, yeah, because
If Blank can manage to do that, I think they're going to have an easy victory. So it's really up to Lollipop Police to stick together in this round coming up.
Yeah, I agree with that. So the participants are ready. The match will commence in any second. The gates will close and then go up again. And we will see how Blank is doing against the Lolly Police Department. So an interesting fact for you too, like the Lolly Police Department, the Guardian of the was a boss team and main, so definitely not a bad Guardian, know what he's doing. And I don't know too much about the Soak, but it's an interesting match. I don't have any favorites here actually.
Alright, well it's about to start soon. We've got less than 10 seconds for those gates to come up. I want to see if you've got any early e-buffs, if they're going to play aggressive, if they're going to play passive, and we should be finding out right now. So the gates are up. Oh, we've already got an e-buff popped by the Guardian and the Sork on Lollipop Police. They're going in super aggressive here. I would recommend the Black team to back out, but they think they can't do it!
Nice grab
There's the grab!
He pulled off a V already, that's really good. Are they able to sniff it? No, no. Ooh, that was really bad positioning for the V. And the Sork already down. The Guardian nearly 50% here.
Yeah, so now the Guardian is a 2v1. I'm pretty surprised the Sork went out first. She did get a beautiful catch. I think it was the Arc that caught her there.
Yeah.
And now the Guardian's playing for her life. So the Guardian's just trying to run away.
Ooh,
and there's
nice
that grab. That's the strength of the
KD.
1v1 Warrior versus Guardian.
And Blank takes
And he
the
had the
first
Sork for backup. Fantastic end to the first round there. Blank is looking monstrous at the moment.
There's nothing really you can do with the Guardian in a 1v2 scenario with the Sork and the Warrior. Especially against Arc. Like, Arc's not a bad warrior. He's a really good duelist. So
can you let me know what happened with the Sork getting caught? Because I didn't catch that.
So the Sork got caught in like this team fight. He V'd and then he came out instantly in the middle and he got sniffed by
bad positioning on the
bad positioning on Re. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Well, the next round is about to start. Hopefully they can learn from that mistake and do some better Vs in this one if they need to V at all.
We see
Gates are open.
Oh, instant engage. Really nice try there.
Oh,
good
Haki,
grab in the
going
middle there.
crazy!
One
Stitch
already
one grabs the other, finishes the Sork. Guardians in V. It looks like it's already all over before it's even begun. And okay, the Guardian's trying to run away. He's going to the other side of the field. The Warrior's trying to catch up. He's trying to apply some slows. They are just playing super aggressive. They don't care. They like, you can't do anything to us. So now they're in the middle of the field. Some slows
nice
being put on the Guardian, and he gets grabbed out of it.
And the second round also goes to Blank, and with the second round also the whole match goes to Blank. Really well played by both teams, but Blank, like we said earlier, the Warrior was the key factor here. With I think he had in total like 4 or 5 grabs. That's insane, man. That's a lot.
That was just Arc really showing up right now in these fights. And you saw there at the beginning, he got the stiff straight away, but there was a bit of desync, so he didn't get the follow-up. And he just kept his cool. Even though he missed the follow-up, he was able to then just land the grab on the Guardian. The Sork came to peel. They killed the Sork standing up whilst the Guardian went in V. There was just complete chaos for Lollipop Police and just expertly executed by Blank. So now we're going to go into... I mean, is there anything you want to say about that match there, Zach?
No, I think it went as expected. I hope that the Guardian can pull off a bit better, but it is what it is now. So we have Blank going, catching those 3 points for the win, and on 6 points now. Lolly Police Department taking the 1 point, and our next match will be Blank as well versus Haki. What is Soak and Zerka? What do you think is the Soak Zerka comp versus?
Like I said yesterday, I absolutely love Zerkas. I love watching them PvP. They have an explosive, semi-unprotected kit, so that really livens things up because their positioning is super key. if Ark and the other Sork can put enough pressure on the Guardian to catch him in between his gaps, to catch those forward guards, I would go with... I mean, I think Blank's going to win this one, but if it's all up to the Zerker. If the Zerker can pull up, they can easily take away Blank's advantage and strength that they've been showing so far.
It's an Awakening Zerker, so there's no... Like, Zio normally plays Succession, but he plays Awakening today, so we will see how things go for him.
Succession is definitely a lot more protected than Awakening, but Awakening, it's just got so much versatility, and it's very fun watching a good Zerker just pull off all the tricks of that kit.
I think, like, in 2v2, I mean, don't get me wrong, Succession Zerker is really annoying, but this is about it. Like, they don't have crazy bursts, right? I don't know how it is on Triarchs, but the Awakening Zerker, in my opinion, in those scenarios, is just better, especially because of the range kit. Yep. So match already started. Haki's trying to take the middle here. Soak's already fighting. Zerker going in. No CC on them. Oh, they're going to CC. They have on blank on the Soak. It's a KD as well. No V available.
Great peel. They sniffed the Zerker, but they couldn't follow up. And then they re-peeled, and there was
a
the
grab.
What's going on? All the V's are popped, I think. No, all the V's on Haki's side is popped. Blank is still
up
really strong.
That was a great peel on from Ark on because his teammate was on the ground. The Zerker is really low. Needs to be really careful. Ooh,
he should have ran into them there. That was a mistake. He should have ran in the opposite direction. Just let his Sork take the pressure. That was not the best play at the end by the Zerker. He did really well to stay alive as long he was. And now Blank, they're just taking it a bit slow because this time it's a Sork. It's not a Guardian they're 2v1ing. And Sorks are very dangerous.
Sorks are dangerous.
Oh, look at
the damage! Insanity. Yeah, the damage on those Triarchs is really high. Like, Warrior and Sork, like, you can't trade this if they hit you together. And
yeah, the Sork went all in there. Yeah. She's like, she stuck onto Blank. She gave all of the effort she had, but unfortunately during the Grim extension, I think it was a Grim extension there, she just got absolutely deleted by the other Sork and the Warrior. Really well played.
So, we do have the next round coming up in like 10 seconds, I think. If Blank is able to pull this again, then they will have a clean sweep over their whole group and have the maximum amount of points.
That is true. The round has started. I don't know if Ark E-buff there. His E-buff is on cooldown. They are playing super aggressive. Stick onto the Zerker and the follow-up, followed with a great timed V. Grim Reaper by the enemy Sork didn't land anything. And the blue Sork is low on HP, running at 50%. Did give time for the Zerker to come out. Zerker's just trying to run away. They're trying to reset, coming into the middle. Good Sork ball.
Oh, nice to see from Ark in the middle. And the grab! He got the grab! Oh, he died from his teammate. Bro, what a grab from the Zerker. It's a 1v2 scenario again. The Sork and versus the Warrior and the Sork. But we saw earlier this is not... I mean, it is possible for the Sork to 2v1 this. It's a Sork after all. But it's still really hard.
I mean, that was really well played by the Zerker. The Sork does have a CC. And Ark gets the perfectly timed grab. That was great composure. They're looking for the sniff. Unfortunately, they missed the sniff. So now the Sork's got another chance. One more chance to turn things around.
Oh no, got to see that.
Beautiful catch. I think that was that Sork ball, that corner there.
I think that was the Dream of Doom, yes.
Yeah, I have my animation. I should probably turn my animations on. That was just absolutely outstanding, stellar round. What did you think about that one, Zach?
It definitely showed that Blank is here. They want to win, man. Like they definitely took all those teams out so fast. Like I think it was an absolute clean sweep. They didn't lose once, right? So
no, I mean I think that's our first perfect round. That's not first team to have a perfect victory of 2-0 across the board.
Actually, that's not true. Like Group C, balls deep. First, like yesterday.
They lost one round.
They lost one round to WAC. You're right. Yeah, that's the first. Yeah. You're right. Like I mean, but in points, it's
in the points. Yeah, it's not the
points
first
do the same. However, like in clean sweeps, you're right. Yeah, they definitely pull it off. So Blank is done with their fights for the group. So next up we have Haki versus Stormborn. Let me quickly pull.
So we're having the Zerker stay on with the Sork over here, and on Stormborn it looks like we've got the Dracania,
Awakening Druk and the Hashashin, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I love Hashashin gameplay. I'm really interested to see how the Draconian is going to perform here. I have no idea who's going to win. I know the Sork is very, very effective, but I don't know. I really don't know who's going to take this one. Do you have any predictions of what might happen here, Zach?
To be honest, I think the Awakening Hush and the Awakening Dracania on paper are insanely strong as a team. But they're also really hard to play. Like, harder-ish to play than other classes, right? Especially in this environment, I think you need to master them. But if you master those classes, they can be insanely dangerous. They also need to be really careful.
I will say for the Dracania, she's got a harder time catching people, but she's got great damage. Whereas I say the Hash, he's got good damage, but he's also very good at catching. So if they play together as a team and try and let the Hash do the setup, that might be their best bet going forward.
So match has commenced, the doors are open. Ooh, they're splitting up. Haki going left and right.
It's an interesting choice.
It is.
And they're taking the center now. They backed off. That was a little bit of a cheeky start. They're recomposing themselves. The Zerka just flying around the map. And the Sork's happy just to 2v1 for a little bit, keep their attention, let the Zerka try and come in from behind.
Ooh, got a
little bit
nice
of chip damage and a KD! And a re-CC KD! They just don't have enough damage to finish him off. That's unfortunate right there.
But Stormborn's already looking really low here. They need to be careful that they don't get...
Both teams are actually hovering around 50% HP. Really good trades happening. Zerka's almost down. And the Dracania managed to finish him off in an SA trade. Absolutely well played over there. Leaving a 2v1 for the Sork. Now, like we've said every round, if there's a class that can do it, it is the Sork.
He got...
It's got the KD. Oh,
but
the re-CC.
Oh, he got another CC there. But he has nothing. He has nothing to follow up. He has nothing to follow up with. He was on full cooldown, I think. They got the CC and Stormborn taking the first round over Haki. To be honest,
that's the limitation of Sork right there. When that Grim Reaper's off cooldown, Sorks have it's very common that Sorks have a very hard time finishing off their opponents with awakened skills. Unfortunately, there a bit of panic happened and the awakened skills didn't even really come out. So that is a lost opportunity. But I mean, Haki played pretty well there. I want to see what happens in the next round.
The playmake was definitely the Dracania catching the Zerka so early. The Sork was doing great in the end. Got a double CC and even a 2v1. But like you said, if Sork is out of cooldowns, there's nothing you can do much if Grim is on cooldown. So match has commenced. If Stormborn takes this round, they will take the victory over Haki. But let's see if Haki is able to pull it back. Zerka
trying to chip down the Zerker, a little bit of damage, down to 60%. Oh, a grab missed. That was a long animation. The grab missed from that Shashin over. That's not good. They got a Stormborn member on the ground.
Oh,
and a re-CC.
Oh, the Sork is dead, but the Hashashin is dead as well. So it's a 1v1 Zerka versus Dracania.
I would give the advantage to the Zerker if he can land the grab.
He lands the grab.
There it is. He's got him in his hands. And I think the Dracania is waiting for the V. Here comes the V. No V.
No,
there's the V.
Perfectly timed V. Perfectly timed V. Absolutely, man. Everything right there. If it would have... Oh, what is that?
Wait,
what is that?
Perfectly timed V. Terrible positioning. What the fuck just happened?
What?
Great comfort. Did his controller turn off?
Oh my god.
That's the only thing I could think of. Did his controller disconnect? Why did he not move?
I don't know, man. But to be honest, if his controller disconnected, I think that's your responsibility. You need to make sure your controller is charged before you start a tournament. Like,
it is what it is. That's definitely your responsibility to make sure your controller
or maybe he thought, okay, I do like trick 7 now and just wait on the same position. He will not think that I will come out there. I don't know, bro. That was really poor. Oh, he could have won that.
If that was a plan, that was a terrible plan.
That was a terrible plan.
I can tell you that his controller is back up and running. Let's see if they can learn from it and try to V properly for this round. Here we go. Round started. Zerk, I think he buffed already. He's trying to blast them from a distance. No connections made. Everyone's still pretty healthy. Zerka's taking a little bit of trade damage, dropping down to around 50% HP. He's got to be careful. Look, he's trying to disconnect now, disengage now. Sork is flying around the Hashashin, but the Hashashin doesn't care. They're just trying to do damage to the Zerka. Zerka's pretty low. And the Sork isn't doing enough here to get a pick. and Stormborn's team's doing very well to stay protected from him. Everyone's kind of healed up. They're re-engaging. We have a Dracania on the ground.
No connection though. Dracania
so
healing up again. It's a Dracania after all, right? Again, they can just
That is
heal
true.
up. So Zerka is really low, needs to be careful. Dracania behind him, not really going for him though. Hashashin trying to go for the Zerka, but he's leaping away. Where's the Soak? What is the Soak doing?
I don't know where the Sork is.
The Soak was in Nightmare apparently.
Yeah, the Sork's back out. He's putting some damage in onto the Dracania. Dracania's at half HP. Dracania's coming really low. Sork's re-changed her positioning for the Hashashin. Everyone's pretty low at the minute. We're looking at some SH trades, some slows coming out.
Ooh,
We got a CC on Chong. Chong is
Oh!
gone. Dracania's gone. Haki pinches the victory right at the end there. Fantastic.
That was really close there. Like, did you see he actually V'd before he died, so he kind of got like ticked by something. But that was really well played by Haki there. They taking the victory over Stormborn.
That was some exciting fights. That was a lot of back and forths, a lot of damage. We had a few catches there. And not only did we have catches, the team members were confident enough to not V and get away with it. So really well played, except for that one terrible V that we saw in round 2. Outside of that, I loved the match that we just witnessed here.
So we have Haki getting the 3 points, so they are on 4 points now, and Stormborn getting the 1 point, so they are on 2 points. So the next match we have is Haki versus the Lolly Police Department.
Well, for this one, I would say the Zerka team has the advantage again. It's the similar situation where the Warrior has the advantage over the Zerka. This time, over the Guardian. This time, the Zerka has the advantage over the Guardian. So it does require Lollipop to stay really close together to try and not allow the Zerka to get a grab, or even punish the grab attempt. But if Haki can again split them up, I think it'll be an easy victory if we can get the Zerka and the Guardian to get split off and have a 1v1 on the side.
Yeah, probably. But we have so many Soaks, man. It's always Soak versus Soak in some somehow, right? But I think Haki has the advantage with the Zerka. Like Guardian and versus Zerka is I don't know, man. Like the Zerka is pretty dangerous in this environment.
Yeah, I mean they both got slows. The Guardians, he can land her slows a lot easier because of her passive. So that's the advantage it brings to the team comp. Whereas the Zerka, he's got the range. He doesn't have as much AoE damage, but he's got those crazy grabs. So the Sork needs to stick next to that Guardian and not allow the Zerka to bully him. If anything, if the Sork can pressure the Zerka and the Guardian can pressure the Sork, that might be a better opportunity for Lolly Police in that environment. We'll have to see what happens. The gates are about to open, and our first round is about to start.
Has commenced.
Lollipop pushing into the middle. No E-buffs been popped. A little bit of range from the Zerka, a little bit of chip. Nothing serious. No connections on those chips there. A couple of... I mean, the Sorks are just trading each other with the exact same skills in the middle. And unfortunately, the Zerka couldn't capitalize on a grab of the Guardian whilst that was happening. They're disengaging now. The Sork on Haki is at 50%. She has to be a little bit more careful. Haki's a little bit split up. They're grouping up on the Zerka. Zerka's trying to disengage, and the Sork's trying to take the heat. And he got the KD, but the Zerka's not there to help him, so it wasn't enough. That's very, very unfortunate. Zerka's now putting some range damage, which is looking pretty good, onto the Sork. And kind of resetting again. Oh, a lot of damage being put on the Lollipop Sork. They might want to... This might be a good time to actually switch their focus and grab the Guardian instead of trying to chip the Sork, but we'll see what they do here. Sorry, yeah. Oh, the Zerka's now really low. The Zerka's trying to disengage. His Sork needs to keep him alive. The Zerka needs to try and get out of there and get some heals in. He needs to run. He's running for his life. He's on the other side of the map. He needs a bit more space. He needs a bit more space.
The Guardian got him with the jump there. He was super low, man. There's not much you can do in this. No, it's like it's a Sork in a 2v1 again. Like we haven't had this.
It is a Sork in a 2v1. The Guardian was waiting for his big leap to come off cooldown. It just couldn't. If he had a couple more seconds to leap away, he might have been able to pull off a heal. But now the Sork is put in a position of a 2v1 from a great leap by the Guardian. And the Sork's playing her heart out. You know, she's in Nightmare. She's trying to do what she does best. Back into Nightmare she goes, coming out any minute now. and they weren't in a position to be able to CC her on the disengage. So we're back to a few trades. Good opportunity for a grab if the Guardian wanted to take it, but she decides to play the safe game, which might be the appropriate approach. And they're doing some decent chip over here. Lollipop is both at 50% and the enemy Sork's at 50%.
The Sork is doing great, man. The Sork's doing absolutely fantastic. She's waiting for 50% timers, dancing around absolutely well.
50% timers have also kicked in now, so this is the best opportunity for the Sork to be able to quickly delete someone, which is taking the advantage of, and gets this PC on the other side.
He nearly killed the other Sork!
Can he do
can't do it! No, he can't do it!
He's so close!
He can't do it!
He's
He can't
so
do it!
close! Come on, just keep up the pressure! Alright, now he has to think about what he's doing, because the Guardian's coming in, holding the Q block, trying to throw some slows at the Sork, who's now disengaging. Couldn't quite finish it off, but he's going back for the Sork. He's ignoring the Guardian. The Sork is again really low, but so is Haki, and I don't think he's gonna make it. There he is. He gets eliminated at the end. Fantastic play by the Haki Sork, and very well finished off by Lolly Police. That was put in a bit of trouble right there at the end.
It was, but they like the Sork played well, man. Like this is what I want to see from a Sork in a 2v1. I mean, if he would have gotten the other Sork there, things would maybe it would look different. But I definitely think they can turn this around.
Yep, definitely. I mean, Haki could have won that one. The Zerker unfortunately got a bit too far chipped there. He needs to pay more attention to the Guardian. He's attaching himself to the Stork a bit too much in these fights, and that goes into the advantage of Lollipop Police. They're throwing some range damage with unfortunately no connections, just some FG damage to getting done to the Guardian, who does have a pretty large one. Zerker's kind of flying around trying to confuse their targets, a little bit more range damage coming in, whilst the Sork is getting them to turn the back to the Guardian. Guardian actually coming for the Zerker. That's an interesting choice right there.
It's a dangerous choice.
It's a very dangerous choice. And the Zerkers, again, disengaging, using the range damage, whilst the Sork is keeping their attention together. Lollipop's doing the right thing, sticking together and not allowing the Zerker to group up on the Guardian. A lot of damage being done to the Sork on Haki's team!
The whole Sork on Haki is dead. It's a 2v1
Sork on
situation.
Haki's team gets chipped out, and now it's a Zerker versus 2. He can do it, but he's got to do it quickly.
I mean,
if he doesn't do it quickly, he's going to get chipped out. So let's see how he decides to play. He's trying to get a bit of a disengage, force his opponents to come to him, try and split them up a little bit as they're coming in. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do that. He's putting a slow down on him. The Guardian might not have got that slow, though, because of the block. And, I mean, the Zerker's doing really well. Plenty of damage being done to the Sork, but the Guardian
there
gets
from the Guardian.
Grab.
And there's the second point for Lolly Police Department. Congrats to both teams, really well played, but in the end, Lolly Police Department took the points and the victory.
I mean, I loved what happened there. So the Guardian just kind of held block, whilst the Zerker was dumping his full kit on the Sork, trying to do trade damage. He saw an opportunity for a grab, dashed in from that block, got the grab, kept his cool, grabbed the victory. Fantastic stuff.
So let's quickly jump back to our points. So we have 4 points now for the Lolly Police Department and 5 points for Haki. This is actually a really close one. We have one more going on now. We have Lolly Police versus Stormborn. This is our last match for this group. What do you think, Hanso? Lolly Police versus Stormborn.
Well, Stormborn shot a pretty decent round last time we saw them. They have the Hash, they have the Awakening Drag. They're going against the Guardian and a Sork. If they can group up on the Guardian, I would give it to Stormborn. But if they allow the Sork to get a cheeky catch whilst they're trying to group up on the Guardian, it can go to Lollipop Police's way. But I would lean with the Hashashin team on this one.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, class-wise, I would agree with you. But also, it's like, especially Awakening Dracania and Awakening Hash, I don't know, man. Like, those are classes, one little mistake and you're dead. You have gaps in those. It's not those brain dead easy classes.
I would say I would personally say Hash does better against Guardian than Zerker did in the previous match. That's what I personally think. Because, well, it's because it's got the range grab, basically the reason I give it to him. But do you have an opinion on that before the round starts?
I don't know, man. I kind of want to see the Dracania Hush team taking the victory here, just because it would be cool to see.
Yep. All right. The gates have opened. We are going into the round. Lollipop Police taking the center over here. And now the Dracania is coming in, doing some chip damage. The Stork tried to do it. Did a Grim Reaper, got a cat! And that is a V pulled by Stormborn's team right there. They're going for the 2v1 rather than the sniff. So now it's back to a 2v2. We've got 1v down. Some slows being applied by the Guardian. The Crows are out by the Stork with no connection. A slow is now being applied to the Guardian. He's trying to counter slow, but it's very low at 39%. I'm not sure if he V'd right there. And oh my goodness, the Stork gets traded down by Stormborn. Beautiful two-man job right there. There was a V that was popped, and unfortunately, the Stork shouldn't have grimmed in that position. Now we're looking at a 2v1, and they're playing pretty aggressive here, and that was the right move by the looks of it. Stormborn with an aggressive victory in that first round.
This was really well played, man. Like, crazy good. Like, the Dracania deleted the Sork there. So this is what I meant. Like, you are probably right. Like, they can definitely pull this off.
100%. I mean, what happened there with the Sork? His teammate was in V. He should have just kept iframing and waited for his teammate to come back in before throwing the Grim. He threw the Grim, and his opponents were just ready for it, and they absolutely punished him with SA damage and won that trade. So really well done by Stormborn. Great composition, great patience, great execution, and the round has started. Guardian being very confident here, pushing in the middle, pushing past the middle. Okay, now he's slowing down a little bit. Draconia's coming in, showing, oh, I got what it takes to. Tornado's up by the hash for the disengage. Sin Splitter misses. We got the 360 SA CC missed by the Dracania. And now the Dracania is flying in the air. He's taking some chip damage as well. What a chip damage for the Sork! Great back attack. The Sork is really low, disengaging from the fight. So now they just destroy. Yeah, the hash got destroyed in that engagement. So now that puts a 2v1 advantage for Lollipop Police. Dracania trying to do what he can. Dracania, I don't know. Maybe she can 2v2. Let's see.
It's hard. It's hard to say. Ooh, they got. So
I think she went for the forward RT move right there. So that would be
for CC.
WRMB for PC players that are watching, which is unprotected and got CC'd out of it.
So Ansel, like, I don't know if you know that, but Awakening Dracania got like a mini rework a few weeks ago or months.
I know he got a stiff removed for a KD. I've seen a few things.
They got actually quite some changes, so it's quite different from when we started playing it or tested it out. So, but obviously you're right. That's still unsafe.
Yeah, that skill's unsafe at the end. It's protected at the beginning, unsafe at the end. Here we go. The gates are open, and Stormborn playing a little bit slower. Lollipop Police taking the center again with the Guardian. And now both teams just taking their time. Tornadoes up, Dream of Doom misses. Some slows being put in by the Hashashin. SA trades coming out, but no attempts for catches here. Dream of Doom. Grim Reaper knocking down the opponent, and there's the V.
There's the V.
And another V. 2 Vs, one from each team right there. I didn't see what happened to the second V. Both players coming out in super risky positions, but both of them managed to get away with it barely right there. And now some more trades coming out in the middle. Tornadoes are out by the Hashashin. Some slows coming in. Grab, miss, attempt by the Hashashin. Dream of Doom. So much damage coming out. Dracania has been eliminated. The Hashashin is low. He's running for his life. And the super healthy Guardian and Sork are playing super aggressive. They're going to take the risk. They think they can do it without getting punished. But they are slowing down a little bit. The Sork's taking the initiative this time. Guardian's holding the block. Has to be careful from the grab from the hash with this approach. But they're throwing that range damage. They're keeping his health pretty low. 42%. Guardian getting a bit closer here. Hash is thinking about the grab.
He has no stamina.
Was that a misgrab?
Yeah, it was a misgrab. He has no stamina. I could see that. He's out of stamina. So, Lollipolice taking the next victory. Really well played, but yeah, Awakening Hash has damages, bro. Like, you can't kite always. It's not helping. It's not gonna help.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. The Sork's damage right there, and he timed it with his teammate right there, and they completely deleted that Dracania. Really well played in that round. Really safe plays from both sides as well. We didn't see too many unnecessary catches, so I'm loving it so far.
So this was the last round for the last group. Yeah, for this group, we have Blank and Lolly Police Department taking the victory here and participating in the knockout stage. And congrats to all the teams and thank you for participating.
Was that all the matches, Zach?
That was all the matches for Group D. Yeah. What do you think of this group?
That went. I mean, I'm really enjoying it because it went really fast. I didn't realize you already had all these matches. Really well done to all the participants. Blank, super aggressive in this bracket. Lollipop Police fighting their hearts out with some close victories and some great gameplay. And Stormborn and Haki, they gave it their all. They gave us some great entertainment, some great plays. But unfortunately, they just missed out on the opportunity to make it to the final top 16 bracket, I believe it is. But what did you think, Zach? And let us know about the bracket coming up.
So, first off, before we start knockout, we have a little break, 3-4 minutes, because I need to set up some things for it. Because we just finished the group phase here. There will be, we still have a code. If you didn't, get the code yesterday, it will be there in 1 second, and we will be back with the knockouts bracket after this. And after the knockout bracket, we will see who will win this tournament and who gets the rewards. Oh, we will also have a look at the rewards after the break and at everything else regards to the knockout stage. But with that being said, we see us in a few minutes.
See you soon.
Never thought I could love. I
Hello everyone and welcome back. So, I think I still have Discord sound on. Someone told me that I should mute that. Okay, perfect. So, we are here within the knockout stage. So, we will go over the knockout brackets now. And I think this will be quite spicy actually. We have some great fights going on. I actually missed one there. Let me quickly pull this up. So, our first fights in the knockout stage will be Fear Factory versus Lolly Police Department, Main versus Main, Riot versus Boss Deep, and Boss Deep versus Blank. The Boss Deep versus Riot is the first seeded team of Boss Deep. Sorry, the second one. So the Striker and the Sage. And versus Blank is the first seeded team from Boss Deep. What is this? The Dark Knight and the Sorceress. And for Main versus Main, it's both teams of Main, so I don't really need to elaborate on this one. So we will have the third and fourth place match, but we will, before we start with that, we will quickly go over our rewards again. So you guys remember. So we have for the first place, we have 10,000 pearls for each player. For the second place, we have 6,000 pearls for each player. Third place is 4,000 pearls for each player. Fourth place is 2,000 pearls for each player. And from 5 to 8 place, they get a value pack for 7 days. So if you're in the knockout bracket already, you're already getting this reward. And everyone in the knockout bracket also getting 50 cronstones. It's not a lot, but a bit. Hanso, are you back yet? Okay, apparently he's not. Alright, let's quickly jump back into our brackets then again. And let's quickly wait for him to jump back. I will also post the code real quick. Alright, wait a second. Why I can't hear him? Oh. Hansu, you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, sorry, it wasn't my mistake. Was
No
my
worries.
mistake. I muted Discord. Yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry, I forgot about this. So, let me quickly grab the code again and post it into the stream chat. I had some people saying that it was not working because they thought it's an O. It's a 0. It's not an O. It's 0. So it's ECS 0, not O. Sorry for that. For the next time, I will make it a bit more clear. This is 100 Spirit Dust and a premium elixir box that you can use. It's not a lot, but it's a few kafras. So what do you think about those brackets, Hanso?
Zect, I will say this is the most exciting tournament we've held for consoles so far. Every single team in this bracket has a chance of victory here. I don't know who's going to win it, but I will tell you my two dark horses for this race is Fear Factory and Riot. So these two teams have my favorite comps in it. You got on Riot side, you got the Zerker with Hashashin, both Awakening, and on Fear Factory side, you have the Awakening Striker with the Awakening Ninja. These are my two favorite comps, but I don't know who's gonna win this one. It can go to anybody in these top 8 rounds. Do you have any thoughts on what we're about to see here?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm also excited to see Fear Factory yesterday. Like Lucifero pulled off some great plays with the ninja, and I guess we will see if they can pull this off again. They will facing Lolly Police Department in the first match, so this match is also about to start in any second.
Yep, the gates are down. The teams are getting ready. And like I said, I mean, look, in this round, we've got teams that have won multiple championships. We've seen Balls Deep just showed the absolute strength by destroying their competition in earlier rounds. And like I said, we've got the dark horses. The biggest underdog, I'd say, is Lollipop Police. So I would love them. I would love to see them make their way all the way to the finals and get the victory. And if you can stay behind your gates, please, Lollipop, thank you very much. All right, everyone's back behind the gates. Gates are going up.
Match has
and the round has started.
First match of the knockout stage. Let's see who will take the victory here. Ooh, those both. The striker is going in again. The
Beautiful spiral cannon doing the SA. He didn't even go for another CC. So this striker knows how to do it. Spiral cannon catch, no re-CC, doesn't allow the V with enough damage. Another spiral cannon. These spiral cannons are destroying the opponents here. Absolutely strong showing by Fear Factor. What an absolute cracking first round. Lollipop Police, I think they are the underdog for the entire tournament, and they really need to pull it back in this next round to be able to make it any further.
I think it's absolutely insane how good Lucifero is doing alone when Jack the Rigger's trying to stealth around and catching some like CCs. But the work the striker's doing alone against 2v1 is always like we saw this yesterday. He's insane with that. It's crazy.
This striker has impressed me a lot in this tournament. He's definitely one of my favorite players. Now the gates have opened. The ninja's going into invis. We don't know what side he's taking. The striker just slowly moving forward, getting their attention. Maybe the ninja's trying to get behind them. Striker's going in. Ninja still invis. They've got to be careful. Softball misses. Guardian's flying an eye.
Oh, nice CC from the ninjas.
Both of these are popped. What a beautiful play by Fear Factory. They've been practicing this one. Now they've come out of the V. The sniffs were not available. They just need one more thing. It's over. Fear Factory dominating that round.
Bro, what a fucking round. That was intense, man. Wow.
Fear Factory looking strong, I have to say. This striker's impressing me, and the ninja played with him so well. The striker got the attention. The ninja saw the opportunity and came blinded in with a shadow stomp. Absolutely amazing plays by Fear Factory. I love their tactics. I really like their tactics.
They're doing really well, man. So, but the next matchup will also be Fear Factory will take take the victory over Lollipop Police. They will be in the next bracket, and our next matchup will be main versus main. What do you think? Pinder and GTL Empire versus Syrian Zoo. Kuno and Nova versus Striker and Warrior. What do you think?
I don't know who's going to win this
one.
Look,
I have no idea.
I don't know. Look, Pinder and GTL, right? They are previous tournament winners, and they are elite players. But so is Zuri and Siri. They've won previous tournaments, and they're elite players as well. This could have been a finals match, but we get the pleasure of experiencing it early. I would say Siri isn't as experienced on the Nova compared to his original class, which is Tamer, correct?
But still, his OG class was Tamer at some point, but he's playing DK at the moment. So.
Sorry, it's DK. Yeah, that's right.
But the thing is, we saw how dangerous Syrian Zoo were yesterday with like playing around their opponents, picking up those little CCs, and then stressing them out, going instantly then in as soon as they got a KD or something. And I think this could be really dangerous for GTL and Pinder, because I have to say this GTL and Pinder yesterday they didn't pull off the best performance. I know they can do better especially against the Boss team. Boss took them out so fast. So I hope they will step it up today, because Syrian Zoo, they did absolutely insane yesterday.
You do make a great point. Pinder and GTL showing this tournament hasn't been as good as before. But, I mean, that could put the fire under their belly to really bring it out here. Now, Syrian Zoo, they, like you said, they have been doing amazing, and they've got to keep it up. It's anybody's games. They are now, the round should be starting in the next 20 seconds or so. Gates are closed, players are loading in, and I can't wait to see what happens.
So we're getting a bit more quiet here again, and we'll see. This will be an enjoyable match. There's probably not much going around because they're playing with a lot of respect.
Yeah, so I mean, I know, I'd imagine Pinder and GTL are going to play a bit slower than Zoo and Siri, but Zoo and Siri are very, we've fought them plenty of times in the past. They're very patient players. The round has started, so you can see Pinder and GTL staying back, Zoo and Siri using the pillars to their advantage, trying to zone out with some of those sock bubbles. But both teams are waiting, like you said there. They respect each other a lot. Pinder's coming in, goes for the Spiral Cannon and a Monkey Leap, no connections. Zoo trying to get behind GTL, doesn't manage to get there though. GTL trying to put the slow, misses it, block jump out, block jumps missed, and Pinder pulls off a V! Now they've got a 2v1, is GTL trying to sniff? He's just holding his block, he didn't get the sniff. Looks like that was GTL's plan, but he wasn't in the position to be able to pull it off right there. Another slow throw by GTL. Don't know if it connected. Some trades happening in the middle. The Kuno, and they are really going on GTL. GTL taking it, he couldn't be, and he's already gone. Pinder in a 2v1. Can he show his skills on the striker like Fear Factory Striker has been showing?
Oh, did you see that grab from Siri? That was a grab on Pinder. He had to V from Siri. That was a beautiful Nova grab there. They were able to sniff the V, and Pinder is dead. First point goes to Syrian Zoo.
That was really well done. They both super hard focused GTL. Pinder, unfortunately, maybe his spiral cannon was down. He left GTL alone for just a few seconds too long. And that was just long enough for them to get that KD. Absolutely beautiful showing from Series team. And now it's up for Pinder and GTL to recompose and turn things around. Or it could be that we see Syrian Zoo keep up the pressure and take another quick W. Round starting in 3 seconds.
Oh, yeah, wait a second.
And the gates are up. The round has started. Series pushing up one side, Zoo on the other. They got the sucks in the middle. GTL staying calm, holding his block. Doesn't get any connections. I think he got the slow onto Siri there. Hard to tell. Some more trades happening on the side. And they're playing off a little bit, slowing down, regrouping. Siri in the middle. GTL coming there with Pinder. They're trying to 2v1. Oh, and now they've re-split off. The block jump coming out from
GTL popping a V there. From
so now, Siri comes out of V in a dangerous spot, but does manage to get away with it. The GTL is going for Siri. He's trying to get the grab. Can't position quite close enough for it. Siri's positioning is really good over here. GTL's changing, is still focusing Siri. Zoo's trying to peel GTL off Siri. And Pinder, I haven't seen too much of him at the minute. He's just trying to keep up because the other class is just too fast. GTL he's just chasing Siri down. That's his target.
Nice grab from Siri.
What a grab! Pulls the V. Are they gonna sniff? Are they gonna sniff? They're not in the best position for the sniff, and they allow GTL to come out, and Pinder was able to keep his cool. GTL backing off. Now he's going playing aggressive this time. Pinder's really trying to get Zoo. Zoo goes to block jump and backs off on the other side of things. He's 2 1v1s at the minute, but they're regrouping. Mixing things up, leg drop coming in, little bit of damage coming out. Slow is being popped by GTL with no connection. Pinder and GTL regrouping and splitting up. Siri got sniffed. Unfortunately, the D6 didn't allow the follow-up over there. Missed grab by GTL. This is one hell of a
nice
fight.
grab from Pinder in the middle.
He needs the V. He is killed. Maybe his V was already out there. Zoo is now in a 2v1. Looks like GTL's team is going to pick this one up with Pinder's beautiful
nice grab from Zoo. Got a knockdown.
Where did Pinder go?
Oh, GTL is dead. It's a
1v1. That was unfortunate that Pinder was so far away there. I think that was just miscommunication. One person said to back off, the other one stayed, and now that puts them in a 1v1 situation. Can Zoo do it? Can Pinder do it? Block jump did miss. Zoo is a bit lower. Pinder's slowing down a little bit. Trying to position for the grab, but Siri notices and does manage to back off. Siri's trying to get some space. 50% HP marker's already been up. There's only 30 seconds left of the round. Siri's slightly lower in HP here. Much lower in HP here. But she needs to do something.
Ooh, nice grab from Zoo.
Siri needs to sniff this. He needs to sniff it! Can he sniff it?
It's Zoo, not Siri.
Sorry, Zoo.
No.
Zoo. And Pinder manages to just trade him out at the end there.
Wow.
What a fight. I need a sip of water after that one. Holy, that was an explosive round. Up the last 10 seconds of the match. Zoo did a great job 2v1ing. Little bit of miscommunication. He took advantage of it, but he just didn't have what it took to finish it off at the end.
So both teams can definitely still win this. I mean, and like Zoo was, in my opinion, he was doing like kind of better than Pinder in the end, but it was just the trade damage that killed him there. It was a bit too greedy maybe, and Pinder had.
But he didn't have a lot of time, so I understand how that one.
That's true.
The time, if he had a bit more time, he probably would have played that differently. But that is the name of the game. Zoo is in the middle. Siri on the side. Now they're grouping up. Some slows being thrown. Doesn't look like there's any connection.
Ooh, nice from Zoo in the middle.
Already gets the V from GTL. Didn't trust that Pinder could peel for him. That might have been an opportunity missed. And now GTL is down 1v. Zoo's taking a little bit of damage. GTL and Pinder staying together now. They need to do more of that. They need to stop splitting up in these fights. That does give the advantage to the rat classes. They need to play together, but they're still a little bit split up. They're coming back. Spiral Cannon misses the block jump. He was trying to punish it. It was a good attempt. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to connect. Back into 2 1v1s. Pinder chasing down the Kuno. GTL coming back behind the Kuno, but he didn't manage to get grabbed. Smokescreen missed. GTL's disconnected there. Pinder's on the side. This is a hectic match. It's just very split.
It's very
chaotic.
Split.
And back in the middle from GTL, he's got to watch his backside here. They're trying to push onto Siri. Do get some damage onto Siri, who's trying to back off. The health advantage is on GTL's side, but they've got to be careful they don't go too aggressive. What a beautiful grab by Pinder, grabbing the V from Siri. And now they're going
Pinder's
for 2v1. They didn't
thing.
go for the sniff, unfortunately. So 1v down from both sides here. Back into 2-1v1.
Nice grab from GTL here.
GTL is gonna finish it. There's no V available.
We finish it.
GTL taken out. Siri in the 1v1. Fantastic grab. Zoo's in trouble. He's low. He might have stamina issues. He's trying to back up. He's in block jump, buying time, coming out, trying to disengage, going behind him, taking a lot of chip. He doesn't know what to do. He gets grabbed by GTL. And a beautiful showing. Pinder and GTL, they looked a bit shaky at the beginning, but they did a hell of a great job bringing it back, winning it 2-1. Fantastic job, ladies and gentlemen. Both of the teams really well played. That was very exciting rounds right there.
Crazy. To be honest, I didn't expect them to be able to turn this around like this, but they did it. I actually expected Zoo and Siri to get this, but Pinder and GTL managed to. I mean, after all, it's still they fought so many tournaments, so I guess they deserve it.
They did. I mean, they did look. They definitely looked shaky in the first round. They've looked a little bit shaky in the previous rounds as well. But those last 2 games that they won back to back, that was just beautiful stuff. A couple of misplays still made during those 2 rounds, but still really good composure, really great plays. And they managed to pull off 2-1, very close victory. Probably the closest match we've seen in the tournament so far.
That was a real, but to be honest, main versus main is like, especially if you have players like this, is always super close. Let's say it that way. So we will see how the next one is doing. The next one will be Riot versus Boss Deep. Riot is it's a Mushi and Sladom on Hashashin, and Zerka versus the second seed of Boss Deep. What is Marco and Askilat? I hope this is correct.
Askilado.
Askilat. Yeah, what is Sage and Striker? What do you think?
So you got the Succession Sage with the Awakened Striker. Look, Riot is one of the dark horses for me in this tournament. It's one of the ones that I'd love to see them go far. They have a great comp. They've got a lot of slows. I mean, look, the Suck Sage does a lot of damage, but if they can slow him down, he's not too hard to grab when he's slowed. But at the same time, just a couple of essays, a couple of misplaced essays, the Suck Sage can easily delete you in those situations. So I don't know who's going to win this one. I know who I want to win, but I mean, Marco's showed his skill so far. Balls Deep's team's been very dominant in the previous knockout rounds. It's either player's game. So, what do you got any opinions for this one, Zach?
To be honest, it's hard to say. Like, I know that Marco, aka Bropo, he's like a really good striker, no doubts about that. Then you have the Suck Sage is like, it can be really good and blow people up instantly, and then it can be a bit like also die fast because I don't know, man. It is hard to say, and
I will say, Bropo's team also did very easily defeat GTL and Pinder earlier.
They did.
They did. One of the strongest team here. So Balls Deep's team is very scary. This is why I don't know who's going to win this one, because Riot's team's scary as well. Both teams here are top of their game, and it's anyone's match. It's up to the individual players and their tactics who's going to win this one.
So the match will start in any second, and we will see who will take the victory here, Riot or Boss Deep.
Yeah, they're just readying up in the middle. It's the traditional standoff. No BMs, no dancing, just full concentration.
Full concentration.
Gates have come down, 100%. Gates have come down. Players are loading in, and I'm gonna try and follow the Zerker around a little bit for this one to see how he plays. Pardon me. I'm gonna take a little sip of water before this round starts.
That's fine. You will need it.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
All right. 10 seconds. Are we going to see early E-buffs? Are we going to see the middle game? Are people going to... I'd imagine that Ball's team might try and play the sides and not down the center to take away the range advantage.
They are doing
and that is... Looks like that is what they're doing. So that's good strategy right there. Take away the range advantage of the Zerker and a little bit from the Hash, I guess.
Bropo is E-buffing here, so he's going for the Zerker, trying to go for the early Spyro Cannon engage, but no connection, unfortunately. Bossy trying to stick together a bit more, trying to play around this pillar to take away the range advantage from the Zerker. Trying to go in.
A lot of damage done on the Sage from range right there. That's pretty interesting. A slow being put on the Striker over here. He's got to be careful. I don't know if that was a V by the Sage or if he just backed off.
That was a V, yeah.
Yeah,
it was a V.
That was a V. So all the E-buffs have been popped. I don't know if the timers have run out on all of them. But Riot's just taking their time. They're playing the central game. Balls is playing the pillar game. And they're taking their time to see who engages first. It looks like Riot's trying to get some chip before coming in. Spiral Cannon does miss. The Zerker's backing off, not allowing the Striker to get a grab on him. The Hash is trying to put some pressure on the Sage. Sage is coming out for a CC. He misses it. And the grab opportunity was punished. Slidoom's on the ground. That's his V. Bropo's on the ground. That's his V. 20% HP by the Sage. 40% HP by the Striker. Things are looking pretty low. That Sage is looking like it's almost down and out, but they took down the pressure. They're giving Riot's giving Balls Deep some breathing room here. That's not what I would have done. I would have kept up the pressure.
Oh, he got the
going
CC
in again.
on
Mushi taking a lot of damage.
He got the CC on the Striker here. Striker, got the counter grab. But Mushi is also getting fucking CC from the grab. Double CC. Oh, Mushi was able. Mushi was able to V.
So
Mushi was able to V.
Mushi was able to V. That was just bad timing. The grab got both of them there. Unfortunate timing by Riot. Balls Deep taking the advantage of it. Super low on Mushi. He's trying though. The Striker's quite low as well, but he's healing up pretty quickly. They're both at 50%. 50% HP timers are up. Oh, the Hash, he's just trying not to take any chip and trying to get a little bit of HP back, but he couldn't do it. He managed to get chipped out at the end there.
And died.
Fantastic play by Balls. An unfortunate mistake on Riot's side. And Balls definitely deserved that round.
They definitely deserved that, yeah. Like, it was unfortunate that, to be honest, Mushi was a bit too close there with his... He tried to perch and probably also Dune Slash, both unsafe skills, right? They have a bit of range, so you don't need to use them in Striker grab range close, right? But he was a bit too close there, got CC'd from Bropo's grab, and that was the play, in my opinion, that made him lose this round. So
yeah.
maybe...
I mean, Bropo was on it.
He was on the street.
Okay, well, the next round started. Gates are open. Riot slowly taking the center. Balls Deep taking the side again. A mirror of the first round. Maybe some range damage trying to come in from the Zerker. Wasn't able to connect. Patient start. Striker might be jumping in. It looks like he is. There's the Monkey Leap as well. Spiral Cannon doesn't get a connection. The slow misses on the Zerker. And then Balls just disengaging a little bit. Wait. Monkey Leap. Another miss Spiral. Zerker's trying to keep the space while the Hash is putting pressure on the Sage over on the other side. And it looks like 2 1v1s. Bropo does manage to get the uppercut and pulls the V off from the Zerker. The Sage is at 50%, so he does have to be a little bit careful. Hash is looking pretty healthy, pretty aggressive. They didn't get the sniff, so it's back to a 2v2. Riot repositioning in the middle, but Mushi's on the ground. He can't be. They didn't re-CC. Great play.
He got a CC on. Ooh, but no. Oh, he got no.
He got,
And
that
was it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate right there. So he got the CC. He didn't realize fast enough. By the time he went for the re-CC, he got punished. Guy got up, he got put on his back, and that's all she wrote. Balls, super dominant, very well played. I'm very sad to see that one of the dark horses for me in this race has already been knocked out, but they gave us a spectacular 2 rounds there, and Balls showing that they are top contenders to win this tournament.
They definitely are. They're taking the victory over Riot, and we have actually the next fight will also be a Balls Deep team. It will be the first seeded team of Balls Deep versus Blank. What do you think here, Hanso?
Who's in? Oh, it's Ark and.
It's Ark, yeah.
And who's his teammate again? What class?
The Soaking. It's a Soak.
So it's a Sork with an Awakened Warrior versus. Oh, okay. So a DK and another Sork. Yeah. I don't know. In terms of chip damage wise, if Ark can't get the catch or the other Sork can't catch someone on Balls Deep's team, they will lose the chip if the pressure's kept up on Balls Deep. I really don't know who's going to win this one. Blank did show that they were super dominant in their bracket, but I believe that this Balls Deep team also won 9-0, right? That night had 9 points.
They did. I'm not too sure. I don't think 9. I don't know anymore. I actually have to check.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
We know what? Okay, well, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I don't know who's going to win this one. It's either players, either teams play over here, and it's going to be hard. I mean, one of the advantages of Warrior Riot is landing slows. It's hard to land slows on a DK and a Sork. So we'll have to see what happens. If Ark can position for a grab out of a Grim, or if he could do a quick dash grab on a DK during one of the longer animations like Wheel, maybe something can come out of it. But only time will tell for this one. And the rounds are going to be starting soon. The good lucks are out.
Yeah,
the R's are coming up. Do you have any predictions for this one, Zach?
It's hard to say, man. Like, it's always hard. It's in this bracket. I would give it to, I don't know, like Succession, DK, and Warrior. I don't know who's better. Like, I would say like the Warrior has the advantage a bit because of the grab, but then the Succession DK has really fast CCs and great damage. I think it comes down to skill. I think it just comes down to skill, especially because Soak versus Soak. Sin is a really good Soak. The Soaking also is not bad. It's a really good Soak. We have to see. Like, it's. I don't have any prediction here. Could go either way.
Yeah, it definitely could go either way. The round is commencing. The gates are up. Balls Deep taking the center, and Blank taking the side on the pillars here.
Oh, got a CC already!
That's so unfortunate! Oh, he actually did manage to get the V. Ark, oh my goodness.
Both
of them have already V'd that Dream of Doom.
He sniffed
and
it.
the sniff! Oh my god, the Sork's already out. We're less than 30 seconds in. Ark's alone at 60%. He's got his cooldowns available. He tries to put some slows in. Not able to position for a grab. Just going for the disengage. Playing it slow. Using the pillar. And Ball's not putting too much pressure on. They're happy to take their time. He's trying to go for another Dream of Doom. This one doesn't connect, unfortunately. There goes the Grim. He does miss the Grim on that one as well. Ark trying to position for a grab. He misses it. Goes for the protected bound. Misses that one. Here comes out the Crows. Can he grab? He doesn't get the grab. He misses the grab, but doesn't get punished. Oh, he's trying to put in the snow. Good play by Ark. An absolutely fantastic catch. He's trying to sniff, but doesn't get it.
He got the sniff. He got CC'd. He got CC'd, and there's the knockdown, and they changed the first. Oh, that was.
The Sork went into Nightmare. He was coming up for 3CC, and he just comes out of the Nightmare to be able to punish the re-CC.
That was great peel. That was great peel from Sin there. Like, otherwise, Ark definitely could have. But this was also well played from Ark. But
I mean, like, Ark made some amazing plays in that round, but Sin did the perfect patient CC timing right there. That was 100% well played by Balls. Unfortunately, Blank got caught out with the early Dream of Doom, put them on the back foot in the first 5 seconds of the match, which is unfortunate. Hopefully they can turn it around for this one and have a bit more opportunity to put a 2v2 into the fight. Double Sork was a Sork! Got sniffed again for a second there, but managed to not get.
Ooh, got us to see in the middle here on Ark already, but ooh, it's nearly dead. Has to be really careful.
Ark does need to, he does need to disengage over here, and there goes one of the Sorks in.
Oh, what a nice airstrike from Levi there onto Ark, but he had his V up, so I don't think they're trying to go to sniff it. Sork in a
double Grims coming out by the Sorks. A little bit of trading happening. Ark holding the block, managed to block the damage there. Here comes another Grim. Doesn't get a connection with it. Ark trying to jump over their heads, but doesn't get any chip damage on that one either. He's trying to land a slow. Looks like the slow miss. He goes for the grab.
Got the grab.
There it is. Oh, that's a beautiful timed V. He doesn't even want to take any damage. Doesn't want to risk it. I respect it.
Oh, he sniffed it. Ark sniffed it.
Beautiful job by Oh, but he didn't have the damage. Oh no, that's unfortunate. The warrior damage is not enough, and he might get knocked out here. He's super low. HPs are ticking down. He does manage to disengage. Try to throw a range CC. Doesn't get it in connection, and he's got some time now to get his health back. So he's taking that time, which is a smart play. Ball's playing slow. Dream of Doom misses. The Grim misses. And Ark, he's still a bit low, but he's coming in. He's playing aggressive. He might need to think about disengaging or grabbing. There he goes. He disengages.
Oh, the Sork!
Oh my goodness!
Sork got deleted there.
Yeah, the Sork on Blank's team got deleted in the 1v2, unfortunately, as Ark was trying to back out of here. He's now in a 2v1. It's a tricky situation for him. Balls Deep playing extremely well in this round, not just the previous one. And they're playing the patient game.
Ooh, Ark
They
has
got
the
1
E-buff
minute
up.
10.
Ark has the E-buff up.
This is his only chance. Can he do it? He's trading his heart out, but he gets CC.
Got CC'd there
That
in
was
the end.
turn back / cancel. Great catch. I think it was anyway. Great catch by the Sork.
Great catch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well done, Balls. Well done.
So Balls is taking the victory over Blank in a really good match. Not close, I would say, but good, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Blank,
the first
Blank.
round's really unfortunate for Blank because that was just a misplay by the Sork. And even the second round, the Sork got caught instantly as well. But this time, they didn't manage to get 3 CC on him. So unfortunately, I think the Sork let them down a little bit there. But that not to take anything away from Balls Deep because they played stellar. Their tactics were on point. Their peeling was fantastic. Their catches were great. Their damage was good. Their teamwork was great. Their chemistry was spot on. And I mean, it's anyone's game. So, what do you think? And let us know about the future games coming up.
So the next game we have will be Fear Factory versus Main. I mean, you know the opponents. What do you think about that?
Like I said, Fear Factory is the last dark horse I got in the race. I do want them to win, but they got one hell of a fight. I will say in this tournament specifically, the Fear Factory striker is shown to be a little bit more impressive than Pinder, who is the reigning champion. So now he's got to prove himself and let the people know, can he keep his title or is Lucifero going to take it from him in this next match?
I mean, it will be super interesting to see if Luciferos can pull it up with the ninja against. I mean, I know that GTL don't like ninjas, especially when they're only in this.
Wait,
So,
is Lucifero not the striker?
Yeah, he is. But also he also have the ninja, right? GTL don't.
Okay,
like
right, I got you.
Yeah, so we have to see how this looks, but
I will tell you one thing. Both GTL and Pinder know how to play against a ninja really well. So I think in this matchup, the ninja's going to have the hardest time overall. But I'm really excited to see what the striker can do for Fear Factory.
One more info. We are at the best of 5 snow. So you need 3 points to win. Semi-final fight. Main versus Fear Factory. Let's see who takes the victory here.
Yeah, the gates are down. We got less than 20 seconds until the round starts. GTL and Pinder at the gate, just taking their time. We got GTL standing in block. Pinder just looking at him. Brothers from another mothers, they be chilling. Gates should be opening any second now. And the round has started. GTL and Pinder slowly taking the center. You can see Fear Factory. They're just staying on their side. The ninjas in invis. So Main does have to be careful about that, but they know how to deal with it. So same strategy by Fear Factor. Striker going in. Ninjas looking to come out from the side of invis.
We got a CC on
GTL
GTL already.
over there as well. GTL's already V. Great strategy
This is what I
by
meant.
Fear Factor's side. They're trying to 2v1 instead of going for the sniff. Pinder's popped his E-buff, just walking around like a boss. GTL's coming back in. He misses the grab by the looks of it. He's spinning around. Not the best re-CC though. Can he do the damage?
No.
He can't. That re-CC was not right. And Pinder coming in and grabbing him. GTL is really low. He's trying to back off. He's trying to put in the damage. They managed to knock out both the striker and the ninja simultaneously. What an amazing round by Main. Fear Factor put up a great fight, but unfortunately, that he got the stun with the mass and he instantly uppercutted, which was a mistake by the striker.
It was a mistake, yeah.
Pinder managed to get the grab, pull a V, and then they piled on and punished Fear Factor after that. What a great first round that was.
Bro, that was super close though again. It was really close for Main. Like, GTL had to be the first time. And Lucifer got the CC on GTL again. If he would have used the Spyro Cannon there for the knockdown and without any down smashes, so he can stand up early, I think that would have been a bit different. So
and
it is really
same
close.
Tactic. Yes, Ground has started. Same tactic by Fear Factory. However, this time Main played more aggressive, not allowing the Ninja to take advantage with the invis. Ninja in block jump, doesn't get a connection off the block jump. You can see the Spiral Cannon.
Ooh, great grab!
He grabs the Spiral Cannon! Oh, and the Ninja grabs Pinder!
Ooh,
And he CC's GTO! And he pulls the V! What a great play by the Ninja, getting the V from Pinder and CCing GTO. He's now disengaging. They didn't manage to get the sniff. Ninja's gone back in invis. Striker's trying to get their attention. The Ninja might come out around Pinder here. He's got to be careful. Okay, now we don't. The Ninja is unknown. He's still invis somewhere. Whilst the Striker is
Ninja's
fighting it
over
out,
there.
trying to keep the attention. Ninja might be a bit low on stamina here. He's
Ooh,
in block jump.
great spiral.
And GTO's on the ground. There's the
Oh
grab.
no, Bound, he got bound. He got a bounce CC though. That's not good. That's not good.
That's so unfortunate. A lot of Pinder's on. Is he on the ground? No, Pinder's fine.
It's on the ground, it's on the ground.
And the Striker's trying to disengage. He's really low. He's trying to get away. He misses the grab. He does an FG. He's in the air. He's jumping away. The Ninja's trying
Ooh,
to
the
peel.
Ninja
It's a
got
deep
the
peel.
CC.
It's a really good peel, but it's not
he
enough.
died.
He gets killed with SA damage. Unfortunately, the Striker was a bit too far away. It's a 2v1. He's low. He's gone. He's down.
What a
that
fight.
was so good.
What
That
a
was so
fight,
good.
man! Whoa! What Fear Factory was playing their hard outs, man. But the Main was too strong.
Main was definitely a little bit better overall in
Yeah,
that round.
they were.
But the Ninja coming in to peel for the Striker was great. It's just unfortunate that the Striker was a bit too slow to come help him finish off the target, which meant the Ninja died during his combo. The Ninja maybe should have thought about just disengaging and resetting that, but you know, he had a 1 second split decision to make. He made the wrong decision that time. Maybe he can learn from it in the next round. And if they don't, Main's going to take a clean sweep in this one.
So the Ninja's going invis again.
Yep, this is the definitely the strategy for Fear Factory that has worked up until here, but it's not working too well against the Main team, who's super experienced against these type of game tactics.
I mean,
and they're just playing slow.
They're getting CCs and they're getting CCs. It works kind of. They just need to polish it better.
Oh, Pinder misses the grab, and the other Striker managed to grab
Pinder
GTO,
on the grab.
and then
Both
that was
we support.
that was
Are
so
they able
unfortunate.
to? Oh, they can't sniff it.
The Ninja shouldn't have grabbed his grab. They could have killed him right there. That was
Oh,
bad
Lucifer
play by the
on the
Ninja.
grab.
And now their Striker gets CC'd. He's in the V. Ninja needs to disengage. He's played a bit too cocky. There we go. He's disengaged. They don't get the sniff either. Another V is pulled. Fear Factory has no Vs.
Great
That
grab from
Striker is
GTL.
down. GTL just picks him up and puts him down. It looks like it's going to be a confident victory here. Maybe the Ninja can do it. The block jump grab misses, doesn't get punished. He's
Oh, he
taking a
does.
lot of chip. And
And
that's all she
there it
wrote.
is.
A clean sweep from Main. Fantastic stuff.
Perfectly played. That was crazy. Did you expect that answer that Main will take this 3-0?
I didn't think it was going to be a clean sweep. I was hoping it would be like a 3-2, maybe a 3-1. Oh, I'm losing my voice here. I didn't expect the sweep, but I mean, they deserve it. GTO and Pinder keeping the crown. Pinder showing that he's still got a little bit more experience than the Fear Factory Striker, who has up until here put up an absolutely stellar performance.
So Main will be in the finals, and they took their victory over Fear Factory. Our next matchup will be Boss Deep versus Boss Deep this time. We had Main versus Main earlier, now we have Boss versus Boss. And this will contain of Sin and Levi on the Soak and the Dark Knight versus Marco and Askilat on the Sage and Striker. What do you think, Hansel?
I actually think the Sin and DK's got the advantage in this one because they can easily avoid, I say easily, they should be able to easily avoid the damage from the Suck Sage and then trade him down when he's in his movement, SA movement portion of the skills. That's if the Striker can't cause enough confusion and doesn't do enough disruption. If the Striker can get the disruption, get a good spiral, maybe a good grab, they can win it. But I say overall, if Sin and Levy play slow, play protected, try and chip the losing my voice, sorry. Try and chip the succession Sage whilst he's in movement, I think they'll be able to take this one relatively easily, but it's anyone's game. Do you have any opinions on it?
To be honest, We saw already like Marco and the Sage already super like Askilat super strong, like surprisingly strong in my opinion. That I think they can definitely they can do it. Like we I personally also underestimated the Sage a lot. But seems like the comp striker Sage seems really strong, like way stronger than I expected.
Yeah, you do have a good point. You do have a good point.
I mean, they ripped everything so far, right? So they have to see how it works. And DK and Source is one of our OG kind of comps, right? But the striker Sage is something new because Sage got buffed recently. No one really knew how this comp works out, but it seems to be really fucking good. Like, it really seems good.
Yeah, I mean, in trial, I will say, any small mistake by balls, the Sage can do a lot of damage to them if they extend any of their SAs for too long. So, if they can avoid taking damage from the Sage by iframing the damage, they should be able to win it. But again, if the striker's putting a lot of pressure onto them, it'll be hard for them to track exactly where the Sage is and what he's doing. So they really, the striker and the Sage really, really have to stick together for them to be able to be victorious in this match. In my opinion. But time will tell. I think we have less than 10. Oh, yep, the gates are open.
Match has
The
commenced.
team's coming out, and Balls is taking the pillar side. Sage kind of staying in the middle. Dreamer Doom out, no connection. A little bit of zoning done by the Sage. But both teams just taking their time. They respect each other. They're the same guild, so they've probably had plenty of practice rounds before today. And let's see who does better. Another Sork ball, no connection, no
They're playing
damage.
so careful. Do you see that? It's crazy. I mean,
Yeah, they're just throwing range skills at the minute to see if they can get some catches. I wouldn't wait 50% HP markers for the non-Sage team. Here we go. It started off. We got the Sage trying to do some chip on the side. Striker in the air, no connection with the lead. Spiral Cannon coming out, no connection. Leg drop, barely any chip. Here comes a Grim, and there misses the Grim. Wheel by the DK with no connection there. Sork dancing around the Sage, trying to chip him as he's moving, but he's not being successful applying any. No damage is really being applied here. Sage coming in with some damage, and he also misses that one there. And they're backing off again. One ball's taking the center, and another ball's taking the side.
75%
Crows are out.
HP timer for
Yeah.
75%.
There's 1 minute 45 left. I would not wait. If I was the Sorks team, I'd be playing a bit more aggressive. I wouldn't wait for the 50%. And here they come. They're taking the advice. Spiral Cannon gets the catch. V already popped. Beautiful stuff. No sniff, unfortunately. DK managing to keep the attention whilst his teammate comes out of V. So that's 1 V down. 23 seconds until we get to the 50% markers, which I think when the Sage is going to go play really aggressive. Beautiful catch by the Sork and pulls a V from the opponents. Now they're going for the 2v1 rather than the sniff. I don't know if that's the best choice, but they're trying to put pressure on the Sage. He manages to disengage. And his teammates now coming back. They've got to be careful. There's a spiral. It doesn't connect. Here's a leg drop. A lot of SA chips coming in. Sork gets absolutely destroyed. And now it's the DK in a 1v2. This is going to be a very hard thing, but Suck DK does have a lot of burst. So if she can do it, she will. And it looks like she's trying to actually focus the Sage. Does really good chip. Does really well to forward guard and iframe the Sage damage. He's really pushing on the Sage, trying to keep the pressure up, but to no avail. The Sage is managed to move pretty well to keep the distance between them and to heal up whilst getting some backup from the striker, who is trying to be the one to put pressure on to the DK, and the DK is doing her best to ignore the striker and go for the Sage. It looks like there's only 10 seconds left. If he's doing something, he's got to do it now. He's changed his mind. He's going for the striker. He's getting chipped out, and the Sage finishes him off. With Void Light, I don't know what that skill's called, but he finished him off.
Void Gates. But
Void Gate, that's the one.
Mate, like the DK played well there, like really well.
DK
She just survived like 2 seconds on the timer. She survived a lot. Like, to be honest, I think Sin didn't expect to get just instantly one-shotted there. I think this was the mistake that because they were playing really well. I think Sin's team was absolutely doing great.
Yeah. So one thing I didn't take into consideration is the 50% health timers. At that point, the Sage team has a major advantage.
Yeah. Yes.
So hopefully Sin and the DK and the Sorg figure that out and they play more aggressive this round. Because if they play slow again, they're giving the advantage to their opponents. Let's see if they play a bit more aggressive. He's charging a Dream of Doom, no connections, Void Gateway or Void, what was it called again?
Void Gates.
Void, okay, the Void skill coming out with no connection either. Void skill, that's what we're going to call it, ladies and gentlemen. And another slow round. The Striker's actually coming in. He's going for the Monk Leap. He misses on the Spiral. Leg drop at the end, as usual. No connections. The Grim being charged, no connection with the Grim. Void out, that misses too. The Sage playing on the sides, coming for a bound. He doesn't get his bound. The Sorks dancing around and very well protected from both teams. A lot of dancing. We've got a Dream Zoom, no connection, and there's a V! There's a Grim, there's another V! Both Vs are out from the Striker and the Sage. They didn't get any sniffs, unfortunately. Dream of Doom doesn't do a good connection onto the Striker, but Striker is chipped down to 50%. It looks like they're split up into two 1v1s. They're regrouping on the sides now, going back into the 2v2. The Sork's taking a lot of damage, misses with the Grim. He's trying to chip the Sage down, but the Void also misses. Striker rotating some SAs, slowing down a little bit, trying to chase. Beautiful Spiral Cannon, but unfortunately wasn't able to get the CC. A lot of damage done onto the Sage. The Sage is really low. Are they going to focus him? Can they focus him? The Sage gets a bound! And that's Levy's V and a Spiral Cannon! No V effect! Oh, he misses. I thought that was a CC. That was a miss on the Spiral Cannon, but good chip damage. Oh, the Sage gets destroyed in that long animation. That is unfortunate. Very well played by Leve and the DK and the Sorg. And now they're backing off. They're taking the 2v1 nice and slow, putting the crows out. Bropo throwing some SAs in the middle. He's thinking about maybe doing a monkey leap, maybe dashing it with a Spiral. Spiral does miss. Dream of Doom also misses. And now he's playing it slow again. He's waiting for that Spiral to come back up. That's one of the strongest things in his kits. There's the monkey leap, there's the mass. He's jumping in the sky. So decides to disengage, coming in for the Spiral. Misses the Spiral. And now he's back into mass, playing it slow. He's taking chip. He's got to be careful. He's dashing away. He's monkey leaping back. He might be looking for a Spiral that misses. Leg drop coming in. He's taking a lot of chip. He's playing super aggressive. He's only got 30 seconds. He's leaping around. He's mass destructioning. And Bowl's on the other side playing it super slow. They're like, just chase us, bro. You ain't catching us. Here comes another Spiral. He's taking some chip whilst he's trying to catch his opponent. Everyone's health is a little bit low. He's focusing on the DK. He's given up on the Sork. The DK just damaging him out, though. He's only got 8 seconds left. He doesn't know what to do. He's panicking. He's low HP. He's 3 seconds. And that's going to be, he's got no time to do anything. Fantastic patience shown by one side. Why is it stuck on 1 second? What is going on right now?
No, they got the point. They got the point. Yeah, they got the point.
They got the point. That was a very slow, calm, calculated.
He don't know what to do. He don't know what to do. He's panicking.
I wouldn't know what to do, bro. It was no time on the clock, no HP. If he goes in, if he would have died, he stayed back, he would have lost. He decided to stay back. It is what it is.
It is what it is, but I think both teams can definitely do this. Like, there's no... Like, the Sin's team is doing well better than I thought against the Sage Striker comp.
They definitely did show a very strong one in the last round. I think that was a Sork E-buff. So they're probably going to play a bit more aggressive here. There's the Dream of Doom. No connection. Void out. Striker also E-buffs. He's going to play super aggressive now. He's in the sky. Or maybe he's not going to play super aggressive. He's playing back a little bit. And that's interesting to pop E-buffs on both teams and not really go in. Spiral Cannon coming out with no connection. Dream of Doom, and there's the V. Fantastic job by the Sork. Another miss on the Spiral Cannon. The Sork's looking for the sniff. He's almost got it, but he didn't manage to quite get the sniff. Now they're going to team up because he doesn't have a V. That is what I would do. But there's a lot of damage and a catcher in the middle. I didn't even see who that was, but there's a V. Burpo's on the ground. There's the climb, and there's the peel. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic showing. There's the DK trying to do some chip as well as the leg drop by the Striker. They didn't go for the sniff, which is unfortunate. They might have been able to capitalize there. I think Balls 1 have no Vs left in this round. Leg drop coming out. Oh, Isabel's on the ground. That might be all she wrote. There's a boundary CC. Oh my
This
goodness.
Sage down
One
too.
down on the Sage is down. The Sork is down. It's a 1v1. The Striker CC'd, but the DK wasn't there to capitalize. Holy, what an explosive 10 seconds right there. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. Spiral Cannon coming in. 25 seconds for the 50% marker, which would give the advantage to the DK in my opinion. And I guess Bropo disagrees with me. He's playing a bit slower, allowing it to really go for that 50% timer here. Leaping around, looking for a spiral, misses it. Monkey leap, probably going into mass. There it is. And now the Striker's taking his time, rotating his SAs. Wolf's Fang, whatever it's called, the pool skill. Spiral Cannon misses. Mass destruction. 50% time is coming in. Nice, the DK is playing more active because she's got the better, well, she potentially can do better chips if she can get behind the Striker. She's waiting for her block jump skill again, and she'll probably repeat that in a moment. Striker in the air, leaping down.
Oh, got him, fucking CC in the middle. Oh, second point goes. That was a nice jump.
That was a really good jump by Bropo because he jumped in the sky, the opponent went behind him, he rotated his camera to land directly on top of the DK, which managed to catch him out. Fantastic awareness and reactions by Bropo right there. That was a very good showing by both teams in that round. That was very close.
It was. It's always super close now. I don't think we have any clean sweeps now anymore, right? this is over.
I think you might be right on that one. I mean, the DK was smart to wait for the timer as well, so that was good tactics by the DK, in my opinion. Round has started. So Balls 2 taking the pillar side, Balls 1 going in the center. Same strategy as the last 3 rounds. Here comes a dream, no connection, a little bit of zone done by the Sage. Avoid, it's just a bit too far away. And they're both respecting each other, but Balls 1 really needs to apply pressure because time is against them in this round. But they seem to be just giving it to Balls 2 over here. And Balls 2 actually playing more aggressive. They're tired of waiting, the Striker's coming in. Sage on the side, Dreamer Doom misses. And Balls 1 trying to disengage for some reason. Now they're going, oh my god, look at the damage done to him! He's dead! The DK's gone! What the hell just happened?
Instantly
was
deleted.
Was that the Sage? Was that the Striker? Was that a combination? Whatever it was, he's gone and a great Spiral Cannon catch. Should have refloated there. Not the best move, but I think they probably have
No, it was a knockdown.
pretty easily.
Was a knockdown.
Yeah, he floated after the knockdown. They should have just killed him. And now it's a 2v1.
They got a
grab
CC,
by
and
Bropo.
Borsty first taking the victory. Congratulations.
That was amazing. I really enjoyed that. The Sage, when the Spiral came out for the last 2 CCs there, when the Spiral came out before the V, the Sage should have just done SA damage. He might have already been locking in his skill, so that could have just been bad, unfortunate timing. But either way, Balls 2, this Sage and this Striker is looking like an absolute deadly combo. They won a little bit easier than I thought they would have, but great showing from both teams. What did you think about that one, Zect?
To be honest, I think it went. I was surprised at first that Levi and Sin were doing well, better than I thought. But I think after a little while, Marco and the Sage they managed to know what they need to do against this team, and they are dangerous, right? They are really fucking dangerous. However, our next matchup is our third. Before we come to the finals, we have our third place matchup. What will be Borsty, first seeded team, versus Fear Factory. So let me quickly go into the brackets. Borsty and Main will be fighting in the finals, but the third and fourth place will also go to either Borsty, the first seeded team, or to Fear Factory. And just for you guys to remember, Fear Factory was Jack the Rigger and Lucifero on the Ninja, and the Striker versus the team that we just saw, Sin and Levi, on first for Borsty on the DK and the Soak. What do you think, Hanso, here? Like, what do you expect? What do you think Fear Factory can pull this off? I mean, they know how to play against Striker now, right? They just fought Marco.
Yeah, I mean, I do want the Striker Ninja team to win because, like I said, they're one of my dark horses. But I mean, we've seen how dominant Sin and Levi have been. The only time they lost was to their own guild, which is, you know, when you're in your own guild, you've had a lot of practice rounds. I was a bit disappointed with their strategy in the last match, and I've been very confident with Fear Factory strategy so far. So strategy-wise, I do think there is an edge for Fear Factor here, but when it comes into the game, we'll have to see what happens. I don't know who's going to win this one.
So we will get a bit more silent. The gates are closed and the match is about to start. Third place match, Fear Factory versus Balls Deep. First seeded team. We will see who takes home
What
the
I'm
pearls.
interested to see is Fear Factor going to keep the same strategy so far? Ninja going invis, Striker causing distraction, and Ninja trying to catch someone. And if they do keep that strategy, is Balls Deep aware of it? And are they able to punish an invis Ninja? Because if they are aware of it, an invis Ninja is easy to punish with the rightly placed Dream of Doom.
Alright, he's
So here we
going
go.
invis again.
Same strategy. Ninja invis. Oh, well, actually the Striker.
Oh, see, Sin trying to go for the invis Ninja here, but didn't get a connection.
Yeah, and there's the leg drop by the Striker using an iframe to avoid the chip. Here comes the mass. Striker leaping in the sky. The Ninja's already on the ground. He's V'd. Isabel's also taking a little bit of chip in that engagement. Got to be a little bit careful. Ninja comes out. His V's no longer available. Dream of Doom missed the sniff. Here comes a charge from a Grim Reaper, which is not going to connect with anyone, unfortunately. Striker's in the sky. He's trying to mass around the Sork. Goes for a bound. Gets a bound. Gets a sniff, and there's the V. Great follow-up by the Ninja. Great V by the opponent. Are they looking for the sniff? Unfortunately, they didn't take advantage of that V. Now they're trying to 2v1. A lot of damage being done to the Ninja. He needs to think about e-buffing here if he hasn't already to get that health back and have an opportunity
going for
to
the
make a
Ninja,
big
yeah?
play. The Striker's in the sky, not close enough to make any connections. They're really chasing the Ninja. The Ninja needs to be careful here.
Ooh, the Ninja died there.
The DK killed him there. I don't know if the Ninja E-buff, he should have thought about doing it a bit earlier to get some health, making himself a bit more competitive. That puts the Striker in a 2v1, Monkey Leap, Spiral, there's the Grim, no grabs, back into the sky. He's put his forward guard in the wrong direction, got fortunate there. Spiral Cannon misses, going into mass destruction, bit of range, Dream of Doom misses. Striker's playing super aggressive, he's taking a lot of chip for it, he's got to be careful. Is Balls going to chase? Or are they going to play back? Looks like just going to play back. That gives the Striker some time to heal. He might as well wait the 10 seconds for the 50% mark now. There's no point of coming in when his HP is lower like this. He should wait 5 more seconds. He's not going to do that. He's jumping in. Spiral misses. Leaps, misses, gets hit by a Grim. Does take a little bit of chip.
50%.
Trying to get some heals. 50% HP mark. Timers are up. Spiral Cannon misconnects as well. Balls playing super passive. Puts a Grim in his back. He takes some damage. He turns around the Monkey Leap. Comes in for a surprise Spiral. Wasn't enough. Great defense by Balls, who's just running away from him by the looks of it. They don't want to put anything on the line. They don't want to risk it at all. They're playing super passive, and it's working out fantastically for them. Striker runs in, does a Spiral Cannon, and misses, unfortunately. He's in the sky, lands away. He's dashing back in, going for another Spiral. Does some chip, takes some chip. Here comes the FG range skill that doesn't get any damage. He's dashing, looking for a Spiral, misses the Spiral. Looking for a grab on insurance, he misses it, takes the Grim straight in the face, misses the grab, he's got no health. This is the time to finish him.
2%.
Look how low the other guy is. Oh, Dream of Doom misses. That might have killed him if it connected to him.
No, it's over. It's over.
Oh,
it's over.
It's over.
First point goes to Balls. Bro,
wow.
He played this really well. That was heated, man. That was heated.
That Striker is doing really well all tournament here, and I mean, Balls, respect to them. Their strategy was just stay alive, and they did it. They just stayed alive, stayed protected, kept their calm, and got the victory. 10 seconds left for the gates to open. Let's see if Fear Factor to turn it around, or if Balls Deep's gonna continue their rampage.
I think both teams can definitely do it. I think the Ninja needs to be a bit more careful, especially with the DK. It's like getting deleted.
That is true. Ninja's gone invis. This time the Striker's playing super aggressive. Going in with the Spiral, trying to just cause some confusion to let the Ninja do something. Ninja comes out of bad Serpent and gets punished. Spiral Cannon misses. Ninja is trying to get sniffed. He's almost got the sniff. He got the sniff. The Ninja's on the ground. The Ninja's gone. It's a 1v2. Great sniff by the Sork. Isabel charging the Grim. No connection. Strikers in the sky. He's trying to focus the DK. Doesn't land on him. Doesn't get the spiral. Doesn't get the mass. Doesn't get the bound. He's backing up. He's in the sky. Oh, that's a great V. He did manage to land on top of the Sork Bear, who played a little bit more aggressive that time. The mass around the DK, jumping around, leaping on the DK with no connection. Spiral misses as well. He's going for a little bit of heal, trying to avoid. Didn't manage to avoid the damage there. Stayed in his mass. Misses the spiral. Great grab! Does that guy have a V? Does he have it? He does have a V.
He does have a V.
He's got both Vs, man. In a 1v2, he's got both Vs. He's just got to do it 2 more times. He's got plenty of time to do it as well. He's not waiting for the health timers. He's playing super aggressive, taking some chips. Here comes the Grim. Grim does some damage, but not too much. Monkey Leap coming in. Doesn't get the grab. He's in mass. He's taking a lot of chip. He's going in the sky. He's disengaging.
He needs to disengage. He's really low.
Dream of Doom chips away the heal from that skill, so he's back to where he was. He's just trying to keep the space, and they're just trying to keep the chip from range, so they're protected. Smart plays from both sides here. Patience being shown from Balls after losing both their Vs. They're playing a lot more passive since they lost both their Vs when they're playing aggressive. That is the right move. 10 seconds for the 50% HP markers. Striker runs in, does a spiral cannon, doesn't connect. Backs up. Forward guard.
He got the CC on the Sork. And he got the Sork. Oh, he died from the DK.
Oh, the DK just finished him at the end there. Oh, if he would have turned his camera and not gone the back attack, he might have been able to do it. But big respect to the DK. An absolutely fantastic showing by the striker. I'm hoping the Ninja can do a little bit better to help his teammate out, because Fear Factory can definitely win this if they can just play together a bit more, and the Ninja can stay alive.
To be honest,
a bit longer.
if the Ninja could just stay alive, just staying alive, not even doing anything, just staying alive, would also. I mean, you see how good Lucifero can do this in 2v1. Imagine if he had like a team player that would actually stay alive. Like the Ninja needs to step up a little bit. He gets too caught too easily, too early.
I would say. I would definitely say the round started. Isabel's going in the middle, throwing the early Dreamer 2 with no connection, trying to get an Invis Ninja that wasn't there. Striker's going in to try and cause some distraction. He's leaping around. He's looking for the spiral, misses it. There's the crows, not close enough to try and grab it. But oh my goodness, he gets CC'd. That's an early V from the Striker this time. Now the Ninja needs to stay alive. Hopefully they don't get the sniff. They almost got it, but the Striker does manage to get out. Where's the Ninja? He needs to help his teammate over here. Striker E-buff. He's going to play super aggressive here. Is the Balls Deep going to disengage? It looks like that's what they're trying to do. Ninja on the ground. That's both Vs. Now the Striker's going to die here. He's got no V. Gets caught out. They're going for the sniff. Don't get it. But this is going to be very, very hard for the Ninja to be able to pull this off. He's trying his best. There's his E-buff. And right after the E-buff, he's already almost dead. This chip damage is absolutely insane.
It's crazy, yeah.
He's going in this. And that was a bad play. He went in this right in front of them.
Yeah.
And, I mean, look, Balls Deep, the